the online application. It means that if it's still in your country's language, then you have to translate it to English or Chinese formally, notarized copy. Okay, so you can just click apply application online, and then so for this thing we have type A, type B, and type C for the program category. And for type A, the agency number for the Chinese embassy in my country is 3602. So I'm just going to type that in, 3602. See, it appears Embassy of PR China in Indonesia. But if you basically type Embassy of PR China, it's not going to appear. So you have to know the agency number. And for example, if I change to B, then it doesn't appear. It does not exist because a Chinese embassy is only for type A and not for type B. For type B, you have to find the agency number for the Chinese universities. So I'm just going to apply through type A, and then personal information is just general information that you need to fill in, and then education and employment history. This is just normal, and actually not all are mandatory. Only the first one, the latest education history, is mandatory there on the top. The rest are not mandatory. And then language proficiency and study plan. So you just have to mention whether your Chinese proficiency is poor, fair, good, or excellent. And HSK is basically the certification for Chinese language. It's just like IELTS and TOEFL for English, but HSK is for Chinese. And the same thing, but you don't have to fill it up actually. These are just optional. You only have to fill up the mandatory part, which is like just say whether your proficiency is poor or not. And then if you apply for bachelor's degree, you can only apply in Chinese. But if you apply for master's, then you can apply in English. And also for doctors, you can apply in English. But for bachelor, you can only apply for Chinese, unfortunately. Only one choice. So if you okay, let's just try and fill up as a master degree in MBA, for example, management science, and in business administration. And then because you apply from type A, you can get 3 different options for university. I'm just going to type in my own university, one University of Technology here, and then for example Shanghai Chiaotong University. And then what if I put in the same exact thing again, like Wuhan University of Technology? Is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. Actually, a friend of mine put in all 3. He or she just put in the same exact university because they just want to get into that university. But I actually prefer if you put a different university, so you have more chances. And then for MBA, then it's going to start on the 1st of September, and then because it's 2 years, so it's going to end in 2021 July 31st. Have you ever studied or worked in China or got a scholarship? Because normally if you've already gotten a scholarship for master, for example, then you cannot right away apply for a PhD. You have to have one break year. But it depends, because a friend of mine also actually just got in right away. It depends on a lot too. And then this is just your contact in China if you've already contacted your Chinese university, and then the family members. And then this is the important part that I've told you before, the supporting documents. So you can see all of the documents here, but you can see too that it's not all mandatory. Like 2 recommendation letters and passport homepage, they're not mandatory, but I do suggest that you still fill it up if you can, because it's going to help for your application, although it's not mandatory. So you can check it out, and then after you submit, you can print the application form, and when you already have the whole thing filled up, you can submit the application form in hard copy along with the supporting documents that you've seen before to the Chinese embassy in your own country in hard copy. And then you can also actually check in this website after you submitted the file whether they have already processed your application or not. You can check it over here. But if you apply through the university, for example, my university, it has its own online application form, admission.whut.edu.cn. So you actually have to apply through this website also, the university website. And then the form is similar. After you fill it up, you can print it, and then along with the application form from the CSC website that we just filled before, and also the one from this university website, you print both, and then also with the supporting documents, normally you need to have 2 copies. You have to send it to the Chinese university in China. It takes a little bit too long, but basically the appearance of the website is very similar. You just have to print those application forms along with the supporting documents and send it to China, to the Chinese university that you want to apply for. So basically that's it for the online application. Okay, so that's basically how you apply through the online application websites. And actually you can also apply through the different channels all at once. So for example, if you apply through the Chinese embassy in your country, you can also apply through the Chinese universities, and you can even apply through different Chinese universities. What you have to do, you basically just have to create different accounts, because one account can only apply for one time, one channel. So you just make different accounts. You have to make different email addresses, and then you create different accounts, and then you just do the same exact thing, but through the different universities and the Chinese embassy. So you just have to print all of those forms out and then send them to the respective channel that you've chosen. Either it's the Chinese university or the Chinese embassy. And then you're going to get an announcement of whether you've got in or not from emails. So the Chinese embassy is going to send you an email, or the Chinese university is going to send you the email. But I really encourage you to actually ask them about the announcement, because sometimes they misspell your email and you don't get it, and it happened to many of my friends before, trust me. So it's better to check and always check. And for this year, unfortunately, it's already closed. You can apply for next year, starting from either January, February. Normally they will open the application around that time, January or February, beginning of the year. And then you can apply until April, if I'm not mistaken, April or May. Normally it's April. And then you will get the email in July, normally in July. And then you start your course in September. So that's the timeline. So if you are interested to apply, I think you should prepare from now for next year to make sure that you have all of your supporting documents and you are ready to apply right in time. And you can also apply to different universities at once, so you have more chances, right? So that's basically it. If you have any questions or any problems doing the online form or anything else regarding scholarship in China or living in China, you can definitely just ask me down below in the comment sections, or you can like, thumbs up if you would like to, or subscribe to my channel. I don't normally advertise for my channel, but yeah, stay tuned for more info and details about living and studying in China. Thank you. Bye bye.